I'm at the US Postal Service here, and I'm gonna take a 4-mile drive to Kohls. From parking lot to parking lot. Let's see how this goes. Do I have to do any intervention? And I already had to do it. It didn't make the turn. So interesting. Right off the bat, there's a huge area in the middle that it kinda just stopped in the middle of the car. That's so weird. Okay, started first intervention from the parking lot to getting out. I think that's okay because, again, normally cars don't know how to handle parking lot, or every parking lot is different. So maybe from now on I will start my drives after getting on the street, because it just makes more sense and less interventions. All right, let's put the back camera on. No need to play some music because I want to talk over. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna end up making a right here and then left to Main Street and then go back to left again after a few miles. But let's see how this is gonna handle. So being a red light, I'm assuming it's gonna stop at the red light here for 3 seconds and then now turn into green, otherwise it's gonna wait for 3 seconds and then go off. Alright, we're gonna do a lane change. Eventually it's gonna have to go all the way to left lane in 2 lights. The problem with left and right lanes, it actually waits until the last minute and cuts people off. That's what my complaint is. I hope that Tesla team will create like chill mode, sport mode, aggressive mode type of tabs on turning, autopilot turning. I want to turn 1 mile before, 0.5 miles before type of thing, and then let the car decide. But I like to be in early, turns. I don't want it to wait until 0.1 miles and try to cut people off and make the left turn or right turn, right? That's the thing I don't like, because it actually does that. It cuts people off. We've seen this video on, Omar's video multiple times. So anyway, this time we're in the left lane. See, if I was the driver right now, to avoid this truck trailer, I would have gone all the way to the left lane, because then I don't have to worry about, getting stuck at their turn, because that's gonna take longer. But car is not thinking about that. If there is a tractor trailer in front of you, 18-wheeler, hey, go to the next lane, avoid that type of thing on the turn. We shall see how this is gonna turn out. I mean, yesterday's drives, I had to do multiple interventions. Today at the parking lot, already one. It's definitely amazing, don't get me wrong, but I wish that there was minor tips, something that can be, kind of adjusted. And this could be adjusted by users too, not just adjusted by AI, that, Ashok's team is working on. But anyway, let's head out. We're going 3 miles on this road and then making a left turn to Kohls parking lot. Let's see how this is gonna turn out. It's a, beautiful day. 91 degrees in Florida, clear sky, and short drive. When I picked up my Cybertruck, I was number 5 in the area 5-6 months ago. Actually, maybe more now, 7 months ago. I keep track of all the Cybertruck owners where I live. We have about 11 of us, but when I did the event a few weeks ago at the service center, I've been told that there's about 30 Cybertrucks in where I live, the area, surrounding areas. So nowadays, when I'm driving, I do see at least one. Today, actually, I end up seeing 3 Cybertrucks on the road, which was amazing to see, you know. But having a Cybertruck for the last 7 months, you know, it was great. First couple of months, it was tiring because the explanation of what it is, what it does, you know, what kind of car is this, and so on. People were asking me about what kind of tank it is. Sometimes people ask about, but I think people now got used to Cybertrucks, at least where I am living, this area, you know, and it seems like if we have about 30 to 40 Cybertrucks in this, you know, surrounding areas, that means that people are already seen one. They got their pictures with one somewhere, somehow, sometime. Because when I first picked it up, every parking lot, I was getting, you know, 20-30 people approaching the car, asking me questions. They want to see inside, they wanted to see outside. I was always like demonstrating the car for them for the 5 to 10 minutes sometimes, when I had time. But nowadays I don't have to do that anymore. Nobody asks, nobody, you know, everybody like knows what it is, and it just kind of getting into a normal routine of any other new car, right? So people already know what it is, and which is a good thing. Whereas once in a while, if you go to some neighborhood and you park somewhere, then there's always some old guy comes up to the window and asks a question. Like last week when I was doing a light show at the downtown, and this father and son just came up, knock on the door, and say, "Hey, what a nice truck! It's a nice wrap," and so on. And interestingly, 19-year-old kid knew so much about Cybertruck. And he, while I'm flying my drone, which is like when I'm flying my drone, I usually don't talk to people to avoid, you know, any type of issues. You know, piloting an aircraft, you know, even though it's a piloting and, you know, unmanned aircraft, by FAA rules, I still have to, you know, not talk to people, you know, and you know, I want people to wait, kinda. So anyway, while I'm flying my drone, this kid was educating all the people coming by and trying to, you know, see what it is, what it does. And then eventually, after, you know, I landed my drone, I had a great chat with him. He knew so much about Cybertruck, and he was educating everybody. And like, come on, take pictures, come on, you know, so on. It was funny to see that. And anyway, only thing what he did not know about was a light show. So I ended up doing a light show for him, and he was just, and everybody else was amazed by it, you know. Anyway, going back to full self-driving, we're on the last turn here. We're going to Kohls parking lot right around the corner. I'm assuming a car will enter the parking lot, but I don't know if it will park itself. That's one thing I don't know. So we'll find out. Is that double left turn, protected, no issues here, but eventually as soon as we make a left, it's gonna have to make a right. So again, if I was, you know, knowing that, you know, knowing everything pretty much on the map, at this time I wish that Cybertruck or any FSD in that matter, not just Cybertruck, when you know, if it depends, if the turn in 0.1 mile ahead, you know, this truck should have been on the right side, because now we're gonna try to get on the right side immediately, which we're gonna miss the first one. So as we see here, this is the parking lot we're supposed to enter. We're not entering it, so it's just giving a signal to go on the right. So it's gonna basically enter from a exit area, which is fine. You know, but if it was me driving, I would have basically picked that. And here's the tight turn again. It made a correction, and here is where you know, Kohls parking lot. Again, parking lot to parking lot. One intervention that I had to do was exiting that post office parking lot, which car got you know, very confused about. Okay, we are here, and it kind of stopped. It's not going anywhere. Auto navigation is completed. I'm just gonna park.